Hello everybody, welcome to Instantgo Tarot Odyssey. How is everybody? Everybody get a cup of coffee or tea and get all cozy and settle in. We're going to have a nice read about what's kind of coming in the next 60 days. This is going to be a timeless reading. I just really feel like I will see something come up on my feed and I will just press it. It can be somebody I've never heard before, and for some reason I needed to hear those things at the moment. They can be inspirational speakers, they can be people that talk about holistic medicinal practices. It can be anything. If something pops up on my feed, I'm like, let me just give it a gander. And if it starts to make sense and I really listen, and this is another thing, I was joking with you guys yesterday saying, what are you doing right now besides watching my video? Are you checking your other emails? Are you watching TV? Are you cooking? Are you doing one or two other things? Because I noticed that I was doing that with some of my favorite readers, and I was like, Melanie, why are you dividing your attention when all these good messages come in? And I'll find myself, you know, answering emails or checking out other stuff, and then I won't even have heard what was happening in the video. So I consciously made an effort to stop doing that and just listen to one thing at a time, do one thing at a time, simplify, and get the best and 100% out of what I'm doing. I'm doing this now when I'm painting, when I'm reading articles, when I'm perusing new authors' books that they send me, things like that. I make sure things get my undivided attention. I find things much more enriching that way, and I feel calmer. I don't feel rushed, and I don't feel like something is a task or an obligation because I'm trying to pile other stuff on top of it. And my days are much more easeful and calm because of that. And I really like that, you know, that more calm energy. I'm glad the rooster came out. That's actually my Chinese zodiac. And I was like, I'm really excited for the Chinese New Year. I think that's the day I'm going to go live because it's going to be really kind of magical. I'm so happy to be handing out red envelopes. My neighbors are from Vietnam and China. And I remember when the kids were little, every Chinese New Year, they would come over with these red envelopes. And the kids would get all stoked. And I'm like, what's up? And you know, I know about the tradition, and I thought it was so sweet. And then they would get their money from our neighbors, so we started doing that. So I want to do some kind of like fun surprise. I think I'll pop into some places I used to work at and hand out some red envelopes because I love, you know, that whole tradition. I think it's beautiful. And who doesn't like just free money? Nobody I know doesn't want free money. And I'm so excited, you guys. I'm in a really good mood. Hagen's doing his midterms right now, and he's a junior, and he's doing exceedingly well, and he just got one of the results on his thing, and he got an A on it, and he's been getting A's, and he's in advanced courses, and he's super brilliant, and I'm so excited for him. So I told him, you know, he'd have little red envelopes with money in it, 2 for each A. I'm really excited because for some people, he learns with ease, but he's dedicated to it. So I'm very proud of him and, you know, his endeavors, and he takes his courses seriously, and he's doing a great job. So we have to remember to say thank you and have appreciation for every little thing like that. So when he's discussing things, I'm listening to what he's talking about and his courses and how things are going, and I'm not trying to multitask. So this is about really just being aware in each moment, which means one beautiful thing at a time, right? So let's see what's coming. We're going to check out what's coming over in the next 60 days. But I keep hearing this message, you know, you guys, that you have the opportunity to unlock this limitless potential that you hold within your being. So let go of the past and embrace the realm of self-expression right now. Really don't let any thoughts limit you. Don't believe others when they tell you what you're dreaming of is impossible. You create your own reality, and you choose either consciously or subconsciously what you experience in life. I do this all the time. Before I go to the gym, I say, be careful not to say, I have to go to the gym or I have to work out. I say, I'm going to go take care of my body so I feel stronger, so I feel mental clarity. So I'm keeping my son company while he's doing it as well. It's a lovely family bonding moment. And, you know, and what I used to see as hardships, now I look forward to because I realize it's self-care, right? It's not, I have to clean my house. It's, I want a beautiful, organized, clean environment for me and my family so we can find things easily. So, you know, we know germs are being eradicated. So, and then I make little fun things for the cats, little hidey holes and boxes and fun places. Those type of things, that attitude, we make our reality what it is. So let's start with Rooster. we have Rooster number 1, which is also number 30. We have Mockingbird, which is 22, also number 2. And then we have Peacock, which is 26, and that's also number 3. I love that because my mom lived on a peacock farm, and she used to tell me all these stories, and I loved it so much. I love birds. I have such an affinity with them. Every time I see them, I take a pause, and I have to just, appreciate the majesty that's within them. Okay, you guys, so we're going to start with number 1. And comment down below if you know your Chinese zodiac, and would you guys like a Chinese zodiac reading? I have the cards. Cherry's been doing some really good ones. If you guys want to go over and see Cherry Enchantress, last year, I acquired the deck that she was using. The artwork is phenomenal and beautiful, and the messages are really great. So she's got some really good Chinese New Year and animal reads, and I'm going to be doing some Chinese zodiac reads too. I feel like just like our New Year, we're able to put in whatever we want. We're able to march in with grace and talent and have this beautiful emotional receptivity that's coming in. An enticing, a beautiful time has arrived for us. So we're going to embrace it, and we're going to let go of things that don't work for us, and we're going to open that door to things and opportunities that are going to serve us mind, body, and spirit in a really beautiful way. So number 1 is Rooster. I really love this because I want to show you guys these two. Look at these beautiful blue crystals. I'm going to take a bunch of crystals with me to Stonehenge, you guys, place them on the ground and do some rituals, and then I'll place them in the store as well. But I've been wanting these for a while. I'm going to have all different types. I'm going to have citrine, tourmaline, all kinds of beautiful crystals, and bring them with and bless them and have them with me as well. So I'm really excited. So let's start with Rooster. And roosters are wonderful because, when it struts in as your spirit animal, it's time to celebrate your uniqueness. Rooster belongs to those who do not give up. Call in Rooster as your power animal when you need to rise and shine. The rooster welcomes the sun. The rooster rules the yard. The rooster is, look at this plumage, look at this beauty, look at this strut, very powerful. And they are strong and insightful and independent and, self-assured, all of that. So when you feel like it's time to feel that way and you want that unique beauty and balance and light, just be like, where's the rooster in me? Where's my cock-a-doodle-doo time? Now I'm going to pull two cards, two choices. Step up, get your choices here. Number 1 is Awakening. You are receiving right now energetic upgrades over the next 60 days, a new way of being and integration. You're probably already feeling this. You already feel the synergies. You probably already see the synchronicities, all these 1111s, 555s. Big things are, you become highly agitated to lower vibrational people, places, and things. They stand out. They are like, they are in technicolor to you now too. When people are gossipy or a look, you're going to pick up on looks. Everything that is facetious, just has traces of anything that's, that vindictiveness, nastiness, whatever. It's really going to stand out to you, and you're really going to be repelled by it and want to move away from it, because as we get energetic upgrades, things are very, very aware to us. Like, we really hone in on that. Like, we see with clarity. It's almost like we have this little mini Hubble telescope into people's insights and their intentions. Like and sometimes it's kind of jarring, because someone that might have seemed like so sweet, you're realizing they're extra sweet like that because they want something. And that's, there are a lot of people that do, they have agendas, but it's nice to know that ahead of time. And sometimes it's a little disconcerting, but it is true. And we also realize now in these times when we have integration, when people are trying to manage us as well. There are some people, they just don't like to relinquish control in a relationship, in a family. And then all of a sudden we feel we're really chafing at the bit, and we feel these restrictions, and we're like, you know what? I can make my own choices. I more than welcome your opinion, and I respect it. Thank you very much. And then that's all. But people sometimes try to manage, direct, and steer us. And now is the time to break free of that, because you really know what you're about. You know where you want to go. Spirit is guiding you. You're now in a heart space and not in a head space and not in a ego space. It's saying, oh, I hope I seem important. I hope I sound smart. I hope I seem this, that, and the other. You could care less about that. You only care about how you're treating yourselves and others. And with that comes a kind of very deep, rich intelligence. When you just speak from your natural heart space, things make sense, because you're not trying to impress. You're not trying to seem a certain way. You just are, and people know what a generous spirit is, and people know what an authentic person is, and you are that, and you're becoming that more and more. And that's why anything that's not true seems very abrasive right now. You're just like, whoa, like it seems caustic and burning, and you're like, why did I ever sit here and listen to this person just complain about everything on the planet yet not do anything about it, right? These things will stand out to you, and it's important because you have a new way of being, and you want to be lighter, brighter, or clearer, and you're just not going to put up with that old way. And you'll notice things you have never noticed before. They'll be very obvious to you. Now, you're birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. You guys are also massive creators on an epic scale. And how does creativity work? Directly from source through us. We are a conduit. So we are a light, beautiful, sparkling being when we're doing this. You know, we are in our highest element, in our highest state when we're doing this. And part of this is you understand that the world could, should, and will be a much better, lighter place in a very short while. This 2020 is a big transition into this age of Aquarius where we become more agriculturally based. We simplify all this materialism and, you know, just supernova, ridiculous stuff on Instagrams, selling things, materialism, wanting, grasping, all of that falls away. And what really matters is that we have a calm, beautiful existence. We don't want to say to people, I'm so busy, I'm so busy. We're being more effective so we don't have to be so busy. We're missing out on the beauty, the magic, the love, the inspiration, the creativity, right? My favorite days are when I clear the schedule and I'm not pushing and pushing, and I allow for these great, like, fun, creative ideas to come in. You know, what jewelry pieces to make, how to arrange altars. Photography is very important to me now too, and, you know, setting up things, taking pictures, beautifying, all of that. And that's going to enter your life in a big way where things, you know, you feel like you're unlocking these hidden talents and you're really kind of checking in with them. And I also feel like right now too, that you're going to have a gentleness, an intuitive calm. You know, you're going to realize who's loyal and lovely around you. And you're really in for, you know, closure with stuff that doesn't matter anymore. Joyful, happy encounters, and a really satisfying emotional life because you're only allowing in what's good for you. You're really, you know, again, it's in Technicolor, the people, places, and things that just are weighing you down, distracting you, eating up your time, and are not deserving of you. So now you're like, no, thank you. I want to move to a lighter, brighter, simplified space. And that's what you're doing, group one. So really beautiful. This next 60 days, you're just going to be like, oh, I feel so good. I feel like there's fresh oxygen. I feel like there's time to move and think and breathe. And it feels really good. And you're loving it. And you're like, here we go. This is where I was meant to be. This is where I have understanding of how to treat myself and honor myself and my time and get rest and eat well, all of those things that matter, because you are birthing a new age and dreaming this new beautiful world in existence into reality. So gorgeous energy, group one. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe. And all my links are down below. I'm going to take a breath and calm down here. I'm just going to have a sip of my soda. Every once in a while, I go for the Diet Mountain Dew. I love it. I don't know why. It looks like battery acid, but I love it so much. I don't know why. I love anything that's citrusy. I feel like it's so delicious. So now we're on to Mockingbird. I love mockingbirds because they don't do one thing but make music for us to enjoy. They don't eat up people's gardens. They don't nest in corn cribs. They don't do one thing but sing their little hearts out to us. They are absolutely amazing. So they're just like this bird that honors us, our existence, and we should honor it. So I feel like that's sort of what you're moving into now. You're moving into this phase where you're just providing love and light and guidance and help and a beautiful atmosphere every time that you enter a room. The Mockingbird, it's your enhancement to society, your enhancement to wherever place you are, whether you're walking into work, your home. People are happy to see you, much more happier than you'd ever imagine. I mean, you bring a light and a magic with you, so know that. Oh, that's awesome. You got the Council of Light, divine orchestration, helpers, and subtle realms. You're having this right now, and you're probably feeling this, that you're divinely guided and protected as well. You wake up and you're like, why do I feel like things are smoother? Like my life is filled with so much ease and calm now. Like the things that used to be stressors or triggers don't really even affect me anymore. any old person can pretty much say anything, and I'm like, that's so your garbage. Here you go. Keep it in your lane. That is so your opinion. Thank you for it very much, but put it back in your lane. Like, you're just not affected, triggered. You do not want to engage in that kind of trivial bull crap anymore. You're just not in that headspace. You're like, there's so much more wonder and magic and brightness and understanding out there, and I don't want this convoluted garbage that other people are constantly spewing because they're not awake yet, and you're realizing who isn't, and you kind of take it with a grain of salt and patience, and you nod your head and, oh yeah, thank you for that opinion, golden, see you later, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes people just say things and you're like, they can't possibly understand what is really happening, and if they would say, prejudicial, ridiculous, racist, whatever things they're saying. But again, we don't have to engage because it's not necessarily our job to change their mind. Everybody is growing, learning, awakening at a different pace, and you're now on this substantial upgrade where you're like, there is a divine orchestration right now bringing you your soulmate. That's probably why you feel your vibration is so much higher, and you see everything in just really rich, vivid hues. You have a new understanding that when I really focus and I have great intention on what I want, I'm making these goals happen. I'm moving in the direction of my dreams. I'm opening my own business. I'm writing my own books. I'm writing poetry. I'm hearing things I should be hearing. I'm tapped into that eternal, beautiful love construct, as opposed to crazy 3D distractions. Buy this handbag and you look glamorous. Buy these shoes and you'll look rockin'. It's like, who really cares in the end? Anything that we can't travel with and share to help other people grow, see the light, feel better, and it just doesn't seem important. Like, all that extra gear is just crap, and it really just takes up room, because it's not things that make us happy. It's experiences, people. And you're on this great threshold of so many things occurring, your massive abundance, your financial windfall, your soulmate. So much stuff is coming in within the next 60 days that you feel it. You can't help but feel that beautiful frequency of massive, massive upgrades in so many regards. And I feel like your numbers again are 1111s, 555s. I feel like 10 is a special number for you as well. This Council of Light is really, really helping you with this blueprint, and it's like, just come this way. It just sounds like these beautiful little slightly audible whispers just saying, really say no to that. How about you decline that? Leave your door open for that. Say yes. All these things that are keeping you safe, are directing you, keeping you calm, are always around you, and you're engulfed in this beautiful, magical realm of help and love. And one other message is, don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? I'm sure so many people are creative and brilliant, and they really know a lot, and they're into philosophy, they're into esoterics, and it's like, never feel like you have to dim yourself, your brilliance, your creativity, because a lot of people, they feel like if they are that much more, and people see that there'll be envy, and sometimes that competition, all that stuff, and people don't want to bring that, or they just dim their light. If you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. You know what I mean? That's an old proverb, and it's very true. We always want to be around people that make us want to excel and learn and challenge us, all of that, right? Never like, oh, we'll just, and it's one of those things too where when we're constantly growing and expanding, we outgrow environments, we outgrow social groups, we outgrow our jobs. Once we've learned everything that's meant to be learned at our job, and there's nothing new, and we're starting to repeat, and it's becoming predictable, it's time to move on. I mean, we don't want to feel like we're in Groundhog Day. It's time to go out and exert and try and maneuver and be in a different environment. Like, I always love newness and freshness and fresh ideas, and I always said to myself too that at most jobs, I would say 1 to 2 years I would learn everything there was to know. Once I felt like things were starting to be repetitive and I knew everything and every nook and cranny and corner of that institution, wherever I was, that I would move on. And that's sort of your thing too, where now you're really like, you have much more flexibility, maneuverability, and I feel like you can operate in so many more different businesses, social groups, everything. So go out there, because it's really time to fly. And again, that's probably where your soulmate's coming in, is just on this new journey that you're headed towards. So beautiful energy, group 2. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe, and all my links are down below. So yeah, if you need a private read, anything. So now we are on to number 3, which is peacock. I love this. You know, peacock is similar to the phoenix in that they will lose and regrow all their feathers. So shed your past, live in the beauty of who you are. Don't be afraid to express yourself. Instead, celebrate and appreciate yourself so much. Treat yourself with kindness. Just go out there and be in your beautiful splendor, right? A peacock is like a thing of beauty and amazement to look at. Magic, wonderful. And, you know, never feel like you should try to dull things down to fit in. If you want blue hair, if you want purple hair, if you want to wear red ruby shoes and lots of jewelry and tattoos, go out there and express yourself in your unique, gorgeous glory. Do it. I love you. I love uniqueness on any front. I love people that love, you know, lots of tattoos, full sleeves, crazy hair, nose piercings, fun piercings. It's just so, it's a labyrinth of expression out there, and I love when people have the bravery to do that and really stand out, and that's sort of what's going on. Now you have to answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? Right now, if you feel like wherever you are that there's a stagnancy, that you're like, you know what, I'm just not experiencing enough change and growth and expansion. My soul wants me to do something. My soul wants me to make videos and express what's going on in my heart and mind. My soul wants me to go out and, you know, do some light working, some beautiful, like ayahuasca type things, some retreats, some Reiki, to become a master in Reiki, to go hiking, you know, in wherever, Yellowstone, somewhere beautiful. My soul is calling me to go to Tibet. Like right now, my soul was calling me, and it started a couple months ago, to go to Stonehenge and also be doing these private readings there. And again, if you guys want any information on that, just email me. I'm going in a couple weeks. And all of that. And right away I knew. It was like I made a decision within 5 minutes when Ian said, oh, we should go see my parents in England. All of a sudden I saw images of Stonehenge. I had all this stuff. I said, do it right now. Get the tickets. Let's do this. My soul called me to do that. And it was like, just cinch it. You're just going to get it in the bag. You're going to do it, because you're not going to talk yourself out of it. You know, now is your time for substantial understanding of who you are, where you're going, and you are listening to your higher powers. You are doing this because you also have the priestess energy. Beautiful. It's one of my favorite cards in this. Look at all the wings, the light in her palms, the beautiful golden snake on her head. It's just so gorgeous. And if you notice right here too, to me, these look like cats' faces on the side. They look like diamond cat faces right there. There's so much imagery in this card. I can't even begin to go on, but it's so beautiful. It's saying, how are you being called to step up and lead? Because a lot of you are being called by spirits for leadership roles, to voice your opinions, to talk about what really is spirituality to you, what is. A lot of people too, a lot of transgenders, a lot of people that are just undergoing some change, and they want to share whatever place or heart space or head space they are in the world. They're in a good place to lead change, smart change, have people change their viewpoint. Very persuasive at this time. You know, a lot of people are indoctrinated with false evidence, false proof of things, that, and it kind of is like, it's again that subconscious planting. Oh, this is bad or this is good, and you're called to bring reason and light and shed light on certain subjects. And I feel like you'll be very erudite, clear thinking, and excellent at letting people really know what's going on. So if you're called to speak, do that. If you're called to write music, write lyrics, whatever it is, do this. Look at all this going on for you. You guys, this is you having massive spiritual upgrades and awakenings. A lot of you guys are obviously light workers. Double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. That's sort of what Spirit has at a plan for you, that you raise other people's vibrations just by speaking. You're very healing. Your voice, your kind of your authentic love for other people and the collective is shining through in what you do and say, and people feel that. And you're very effective at changing, you know, what could be a lower vibration or a depressive mindset into uplifted, going, yeah, all those opportunities, love, and all of that, that's always available to me. It's me who pulls the shutter on it, so I can pull it back up and see the sun, the light, and all of that. You're very good. Your power of suggestion on how to do things well, to heal, and have all these beautiful insights are helpful to others right now. It's a package deal on answering your call. Your soul has probably been crying out for you to do these things. You know, you have these feelings, these ideas, and these words that want expressing. Do it right now, because, you know, your leadership capacity is really stellar right now. It's really in the forefront, and you're able to do it with ease, natural. I feel like some people are just natural leaders. They just step into that position. They know how to guide. They know how to speak from a place of authenticity. Not only that, but also a well-conditioned mind educates itself continually. I go and I look up experts in anything, relationships, medical, because even it doesn't matter how much I've studied, learned, how many degrees you get in your life. There's always new information. There is always new things that work as a catalyst to a new idea, especially in medicine, holistic medicine, all of that. So be in constant study, know of what you speak, because we want, prescriptive as well as predictive things out there in the world, so people have the tools and resources to use. And I feel like you're gathering all that together very beautifully, and you're going about it humbly and decisively, and it's really going to work wonders in your new chapter of life. And I'm very excited for you, group 3. That's beautiful. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe, and all my links are down below. Now, too, if you have any inquiries, I'm going to be doing stuff. I'd love for you to come over to my Instagram at SparkCrystal11. I'm going to have all the information about the crystals I'm going to bring to Stonehenge and charge there, and then I'll put them in my store, because that ancient site is. I've got some massive power with it. Anything that you want to know, all my links are down below for a private reading, anything. I'm really excited for all you guys. It's the age of Aquarius. We're marching into simplification, love, honoring ourselves, slowing down, really caring for humanity and ourselves on an epic scale. So it's very exciting. So love and light, you guys.